You guys can see it, the whole world. Oh my goodness, I'm forgetting my chords now. Please sound good.
It's Dana. Hello, Dana. Thanks so much for joining. Look how far we've come.
Wow. Life is good. I've been trying to make the most of it. School just started about a month ago, so life is pretty hectic. But, 2020 is quite the year to be in.
YouTube channel here, 13.6K subscribers, and you've been doing a lot on YouTube this year.
Yeah, this was one of my summer quarantine activities. So normally when people are like, oh, what's your fun fact? I obviously always say cubing, but that's not particularly a hidden talent with this audience. I haven't been buying much in quarantine, but I did buy one thing in quarantine, and that was a guitar. And I suppose I will attempt to play now. Let me go grab it.
I'm very honored that this is your first public guitar performance.
Wow. All right, I learned the song yesterday, so this may be a little bit rusty. We'll just cut a little short there because I.
No, that was awesome.
Wow.
How many different puzzles, so a 3x3, 2x2, etc., does GAN currently manufacture? I think Dana just got it.
It's going to be 2x2, 3x3, 4x4, and Mega Makes. So 4. Wait, am I? Oh, and the Pyramix. I forgot about that one.
One. Yeah, and Tingman doesn't even get a chance. Sorry, that's 1 to Dana, guys. Which of these lubricants, cube lubricants, is not an official one manufactured by GAN?
Oh, I'm not gonna know this.
The GAN Honey Lube. B, the GAN Sticky Lube. Or C, the GAN Magic Lube. One of them is not real.
Is it the Honey Lube?
Yeah.
Well okay, done. The other one sounds like they could be lubes, but honey just sounds weird.
They all sound fake to me.
Yeah, they all really do sound fake, though.
True or false? GAN, under a different company, released their first ever 3x3 in 2011. Man, go for it. True. He's muted, but he said true. That's right. That's correct. Yeah, it was the GAN's Puzzle 1. They were under a different name there, but yeah, that was their first cube ever in 2011. So
I'm gonna lie, that was just a 50-50 guess for me.
What is Mr. GAN's full name? Is it Ganwan Zhang? Zhang Yuan? This is why you wanted me to do this.
You're butchering these wonderful Chinese names.
Or Ming Dao Ting.
Wait, can you spell them? I'm sorry, I can't tell what you're saying. Gan Jiang, Jiang.
Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it.
Brian saved us.
I was going to say that even before you read the multiple choice.
Man, we gave you a chance.
Should have backed yourself.
And now, before you go, Dana, we have one more question, and we're going to draw that from this mystery.
Spicy.
Question from a cube.
What's one thing that can instantly make your day better?
So for this year, it'll be going outside, because that happens quite rarely nowadays. I'd say I probably leave my house on average once every 2 weeks. It is quite sad, but times are what they are. In person, if someone says hi or like, how's your day, ask how you're going, just sort of showing that they care. Small things like that really, really make my day. As cubing on YouTube gets larger, I think it's really important that people like Tingman, who has a really, really large following, can host streams like this, can raise money for amazing causes. And I did a stream in the past as well to raise money for causes that I care about. And I think it's really important because it shows that this large community of cubers, they also care about these other things. Just like a community getting together, it's super important, especially in times like these.
Dana for president! Dana for president!
No. Guys, stay awesome, stay cubing, and, make the most of what this year even, given what it is.
Howdy, y'all. How y'all doing? I'm KEATON Ellis. I am a competitive speed cuber, competition organizer and delegate, and also a cubing broadcaster. I do a lot of broadcasting in the community. I was a commentator for Worlds 2019. And you guys, if you watched the Speedcubers documentary, you definitely heard me on there. I've also been casting for Cubing at Home for the past 6 months. And then recently I've been working with the Cubing at Home team, Rubik's and Red Bull. But other than that, my life is pretty good out here in the States. I'm very fortunate to be in an area that I have enough space. One nice thing about living in the middle of the woods is nobody's around you right now.
We have a question for Keaton from one of our special sponsors. Keaton, what is your favorite non-cubing hobby?
I like running a lot, actually. I started a couple of years ago when I studied abroad in Hungary, where the cube is from, actually.
Yeah.
I started running just to see the city of Budapest where I was, and I really continued with it afterwards. I've run 2 official half marathons and sort of 2 just on my own during quarantine. It's very similar to cubing. It's super addicting to get good times. It hurts a little bit more physically than cubing, but it's a lot of fun. You guys had Dana on, who was playing guitar. I talked to Dana quite a bit. I've been listening to her guitar playing, and that's actually really motivated me. 3 days ago, I started, but I can play a couple of chords and sort of strum along the basic songs.
Play the guitar. It's
Oh
time.
boy, hold up. I can go grab my guitar. I can play you 5 chords, and that's about it. This is my dad's old guitar. And at some point, a little like teddy bear sticker has been put onto it, so you guys can see it. The whole world. Oh my goodness, I'm forgetting my chords now. All right, here's G. Please sound good. E minor. That's the key that Squidward's performance was in, by the way, for those of you who watch SpongeBob. C. And then D.
Ooh.
Just these 3. These 4. Yeah!
Well done, Keaton.
Shout out Keaton.
First question. Would you rather live in Antarctica or the Sahara Desert?
I'd love to live in Antarctica. I think everyone that lives there is super smart. So
True.
it would just be great to be able to like surround yourself with very smart people and work all day.
You're a cold person?
I actually like warm more. So that's like a go for the Sahara Desert. But I don't particularly like sand.
That's something you've got in common with Anakin Skywalker, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I do have actually a Lego Millennium Falcon on my desk. So I'm more of an original trilogy kind of guy.
Would you rather super strength or super intelligence?
I'd love to
It's gonna
be
super strength for him because he's already got super intelligence.
Oh, that's very sweet. But I would probably actually choose that one if I had to be just super able to understand everything and not have to study.
Would you rather travel the world for a year on a very low budget or stay in only one country for a year but live in luxury?
Travel the world, absolutely. 100%. I've been very fortunate to be able to travel to many places through cubing. The European Championships in 2016 and 2018. Worlds in 2017, and then Worlds in 2019 in Australia. I think it does 2 things. One, it's just a ton of fun to be able to experience things and hang out with a bunch of friends in the cubing community, and it's really easy to make friends in this community that I found. But also, I think it helps me understand how other people see the world. Just sort of interacting with people that live in these places. Some of them are cubers and some of them are not. Just seeing like how they look at the world and how they think about their place gives me a really good perspective and helps me sort of appreciate what I have here and understand what struggles other people are going through.
Tingman and Keaton, do you think that organizing a comp is hard?
Kind of. I think for a first timer, it can seem a little daunting, but it's just a very sort of easy checklist, in my opinion, that a delegate can give you, and you have to just go ahead and go and do these things. And as long as your delegate and you are communicating very well, it's not something that's like really difficult that you have to think about a lot. It's just sort of going down this checklist and doing the work to make sure that you get each one of those points.
Oh, we got a question from Daniel Karnoff himself, Derpy Cuba. Keaton, what's the biggest soup you've ever eaten?
The biggest soup? Oh, my goodness. I think
big soup.
It must have been a big soup. Probably a bowl of noodles. Either a pho or a ramen. That was like probably just massive. I got 2 truths and 1 lie.
Basically, he's going to give us 3 statements. One of them is fake. The other 2 are real. And I guess we and the chat as a group will try and guess which one is
the fake one.
Number 1, I can speak 3 languages fluently. Number 2,
wow.
I have seen every Star Wars movie except Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. And number 3, I am a not so distant relative of Benjamin Franklin.
Wow. Oh, these are good.
Benjamin Franklin has got to be, that's too specific. But is he trying to double reverse psychology us?
So you guys all chose number 2. I've seen every Star Wars movie except Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. That is true. Never seen Star Wars Episode 2. The lie is I can speak 3 languages fluently. I can only speak English fluently, unfortunately.
Oh, wow. Everyone believed you. That's super intelligent.
Wow.
I thought it was a lie because you could speak 4 or 5.
The truth is I'm a not so distant relative of Benjamin Franklin.
That's amazing.
That one's fun. I am half Korean, and half American, or like half white British. And along the way, do you know Folgers, like the Folgers coffee brand? I'm descended from the Folgers, not the Folgers that made the coffee, but a different set. And so is Ben Franklin. So you go way back. I'm directly descended from his aunt.
What's the worst thing you ever purchased, and why was it so bad?
That's a tough question. Ooh, the Aolong GT. That was disappointing. I think that came out right after the Tanglong, and I love my Tanglong. I got my 509 on one, so that's this cube right here. And so this was a great cube, and then the one after it was a little disappointing. I started a partnership with Rubik's. I suppose it was back in February now, and I've been working with them for a little while. I think the things that I really appreciate them doing nowadays is understanding what they did wrong in the past. I mean, everyone out there who's watching this probably knows what happened years ago with regards to how they saw the Speedcubing community. And over the past couple of years, how they've brought in new leadership at Rubik's and really have seen the Speedcubing community not as a place where they have to compete really strongly, but a place where they can use these resources and help them by helping us. So Speedcubers in this whole community, we are, for the most part, really great people. I love the people in the community. They're incredibly friendly and incredibly nice and welcoming. But one thing that we are also is really impressive. People that are in this community can do really cool stuff with a cube, from being able to just solve it really fast to doing it blindfolded, to some people can do cube magic and other things like that. For Rubik's to sort of understand this and realize that the best thing for them is not to fight us, but to use us as a way to, thanks Cubix, to use us as a way to, to help them out, but also help us. So not only are they doing things such as sponsoring the top cubers, but they're also putting a lot of money and investment into making sure that competitions that people go to are really fun. They helped Cubing at home with tons of prize money, but also support behind the scenes. And for those of you who went to Worlds 2019 and US Nationals 2019, those were called Rubik's Presents competitions. And they were the reasons why the streaming was not much nicer at Worlds, because we had a professional broadcast team behind us, like the professional camera guys helping us out, so that the people who were casting just had to talk, and everything else was done with the money and investment from Rubik's. So they're really dedicated nowadays to making sure that the scene grows well. And I'm really excited to see that in the future with things such as this upcoming Red Bull World Cup and with the digital qualifier actually tomorrow. Thanks for having me on, and I hope you guys have a bomb stream for the rest of your time.